Hey there, I'm Luke the Cooking Camper along with Zena the Glamper Camper. We are just hanging out at home, but we wanted to show you my main mode of transportation nowadays. Here is this Jetson bicycle I ride. This bike is sweet. Now this is the Jetson Bolt Pro and it is in black. Not sure if it comes in any other colors, but I ride this bike every single day. I ride it to work, I ride it back from work. I've driven it all over town. It is pretty darn cool and it does go fast. Now it does have a speed limit of 15.5 miles per hour and a max weight of 265 pounds for the rider. Now I'm not really sure what it means, but it has a capacity of 6,0 AH, and then it shows you the input right there. Not sure what that means. They do have some warnings. I believe that these are really meant for kids. So it says like adult supervision. It says always wear protective equipment. I agree with that. Always wear a helmet. And obviously before you buy and or ride anything, you just want to make sure all the laws and rules in your area and you want to be safe. Now this bike does come with this useless little reflector. It always gets shifted around. Normally it flips back, but really it should be facing this way. They have this little bell. Why an electric bike doesn't have a horn or an electric bell, I don't know. It is kind of hard to use while you're riding, but if you slow down, you can definitely hit it. To turn it on, mine is charging right now. To turn it on, you just click your little power button, and it does show your bars right here. And we can turn that back off. Here's the super bright headlight. To use that, you hold this button right here. Off. On. Now this is also the cruise button. If you just tap it once, it does set the cruise. Now another safety feature that this bike did come with is this little flasher right here. 1 for solid, 2 for flashing, 3 for slow flashing. But yeah, so that just kind of hooks on to the back of your bicycle. And then this is just your little reflector. But this is the one change I made to the bike. These bikes come with super terrible, super uncomfortable seats. So I did switch my seat out for a much wider seat. The bicycle also does come with this charging cord. Now keep in mind, I don't know if it says anywhere on the box. I never saw it. This is actually my second bike. My first Jetson Pro went out. The battery stopped working. So I did get it warranted, so I got a new one. But during that process, they did tell me that your bicycle is not supposed to charge for more than 4 hours at a time. I don't know if anyone else knows that, but that is what the representative told me. So I tried to run it all the way down till it dies. Like today on my way home from work, it died, and then I charge it. But it is red while it's charging. It turns green once it's fully charged. But I try really hard not to let it charge for more than 4 hours. And if you do accidentally leave it turned on, it does run down the battery. So one night I had it at 4 bars. I unplugged it from the charger and I accidentally left it on all night. And in the morning, it only had 1 or 2 bars left. So leaving it on will drain the battery. And one other issue I have had with these bicycles is these tires. They are tiny. My first bike, my front tire blew. I flipped the bike over and you can't find tires or tubes this size really anywhere. And we actually went to a bike shop here and they gave us a lot of troubles because they said, oh, well, we're not gonna work on that. And oh, that's not actually a bike and we don't even have those kinds of tires. So that is kind of a hassle. They're tiny. So what I did was I actually got the tire warranty too. They sent me one directly from Jetson. But now, if it ever pops or anything, you can't really find tires and tubes that are that size that work for this bicycle. So that is kind of an annoying part, but so far these ones have not popped. Then here's the kickstand, just a basic kickstand, and it just kind of chills out right there. One thing I like about this bike is I do have my bike lock right here, and it just hangs out on this little center bar all the time. And it doesn't bother me while I'm riding or pushing it around. So if you were getting ready to ride, you would just push the power button. Shows you how many bars you have. Now this, if you don't want to pedal at all, this is the throttle. So that gets you moving. I would be doing this outside, but it's a little toasty. So that is what gets you going if you don't want to pedal. Now, if you do want to pedal, it pedals just like a normal bike. It does have a little bit of a pedal assist. So you can either pedal and use the electricity that it gives you from that, or you can do full throttle, and like I said, that's the cruise. So even without holding the throttle, it keeps going that fast. Now, one thing about the battery life I did want to talk about, my Jetson has died so many times. It's almost like bar 1. Right now I have 75%, 3 bars. It's almost like bar 1 is like 75% of the power, and then the next one is a little bit more power, but the last 2, I mean, they can be gone in a matter of 30 seconds. Like, I've had it go from 3 bars to dead within a minute or 2. So it is really unpredictable, but now that I've gotten the second one, I'm trying to charge it less. I do think that that problem is not as severe as it was when I was charging it after every single ride, and I was charging it for extended periods of time. Now, the nicest part about this bike is even when it does die, you can very easily take it apart. The seat can either go all the way down, or if you're fitting it into, like, say, a Mustang's trunk, you do have to take it off. And then this right here, you pull this little knob, push that down, your handlebars come down, slide your bike lock over if you have one. You can walk around with it, and this can fit into basically any trunk of a vehicle you can imagine. It might take you a minute to get it in there, but trust me, it will fit. Like I said, some vehicles, some trunks, you'll be able to leave the seat on. Other ones, you do have to take your seat off. You do have to remember, after you push that back, this little lip has to go back in, or else this can come off. Mr. Cameraman actually has the same bike, and on his bike, this became loose, and his handlebars jiggled back and forth because of that. So you do have to make sure that this clip is all the way pushed in there. But yeah, that's pretty much the Jetson bike. I mean, it's really pretty simple. It's a really cool when it works, but it really stinks when it doesn't work. Because what I would say and what I tell people is, even though it's electric, the wheels are absolutely tiny. I really don't know why they're so small. I think it's just for the fold-up factor. But I mean, riding this bike with the pedal assist is, I would say, a little bit easier than riding a normal bicycle. But when your bike dies, you have no pedal assist at all. The wheels are tiny. I'd say it's 10 or 20 times harder to ride this when it's dead than it is to ride a normal full-size bike with no electricity at all. So like I said, it's really cool, really nice when it's charged, but really not nice when it's not charged. So again, I mean, do not charge it for more than 4 hours at a time. And with this one, this is my second bike, I've had a lot better luck with running it all the way down to dead and then charging it, instead of charging it after every single use or every single day. We did get this at Costco. I mean, they're at Costco, then they're gone, then they're at Costco, then they're gone, and the price goes up and then down and then up and then down. So you really just have to, like, keep a really keen eye out at all your Costco's to see if they have any. You can buy them other places. Like, I know at Kohl's online, they have a couple other models. I'm not sure if they have the Bolt Pro though. But yeah, overall, I mean, I really like it. Saves me a ton of money. I sold my car, bought this, canceled my car insurance, and I mean, I really think it's worth it, even though it dies sometimes. So yeah, if you liked this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you see the next time me and Zena upload a new video. Get out and enjoy nature and food as much as we do. And this thing will definitely get you out in nature enjoying it. Have a great one.